Thing that motivates us. It's all about contributing to our well-being, to our wellness in life. And my opinion is that if we live a life with purpose, we're already halfway there.
Well, welcome and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world listening to this video recording on Bold Not Old. Welcome, Bold Not Oldest. I'm your host, Wallis Patterson, and this is going to be a fun segment. Why? Because the topic for today is, why does the silver economy matter? Well, first of all, do you know what the silver economy is? Well, it's the whole economy built around those of us that are older, those of us that are certainly 55, 60 plus, the fastest growing segment of people on Facebook and a lot of the social media area are people 65 plus. And that surprised me. I was like, you sure? You know, all these young kids that are, so mad about social media and everything. But we have an aging population. What does that mean? It simply means that the population in relation to age and certain ages, the biggest segment are older people. So that's exciting. Well, exciting if you're older. Perhaps it doesn't mean too much when you're younger or whatever. You just look at that and go, oh, they're a bunch of old cronies or phobies or, whatever else. But not to be discounted. One day you'll be there as well and you'll be older and you'll hope, and let's hope that you appreciate those older people that went before you and set up a society, a social system, and acceptance around getting older and what that means, and that can be viewed as very positive, not negative. As I say to people, well, it's not about seeing a whole bunch of people sitting in life's waiting room die or waiting to pass on. That's not what most older people are looking forward to. Most older people are looking forward to something way more positive and inspiring than that. And at the end of the day, I mean, we've heard it and we've heard it said many, many times. Well, none of us know how long we've got. We just simply don't, we're not privy to that information. So every minute of the day and every hour of the day and every day in our lives is really, really important. And it's important that we don't waste it and we do something with it. And I mean the more meaningful, and I don't want to demean those that have already decided about what it is they want to do and they're happy, doing whatever it is, going to lunches, playing golf, whatever it is that they're happy doing. But for me, I'm for those people 65 plus who have still got some get up and go in them in relation to their dreams and their goals and wanting to do something and make money and make a difference. Because most of us that are getting older are finding ourselves in a situation and a position where we just simply, we'll run out of money before we run out of time. So that's not a good look for anybody. So that's going to apply to most people over time, that society and the financial area and everything now is in such a situation that for most people, they'll run out of money before they run out of time. So how do we solve that? How do we do different things? So if we look at this whole idea of the silver economy, well, then I'm going to look at it as a more broader I'm going to have a more broader helicopter view of it and go, well, there's a whole economy around people, older people who, traveling, they're wanting to take, grandkids, and they're wanting to experience different things. We have an experience economy. People like to get out, they like to do things, and people who have now got some more freedom, the kids are off their hands, so to speak, and they've got more freedom, then they're wanting to, do more things, branch out, and get out in the world and, see more. And even if they have seen a whole lot of things, they want to see more of it. They want to, do more of it. So there is certainly, if you take a look at pardon me, all of those even adventure areas, they're not all taken up with, young people. There's a lot of, older people going on those adventure trips, depending on what type of adventure it is. But, there are people who are wanting to travel, wanting to do things, certainly cruising, and, it's picking up after the whole COVID thing, but cruising and doing all those sorts of things. A lot of people want to do those sorts of things and they want to enjoy it. And they're certainly doing it, more than once in a lifetime. They're doing it, on a fairly regular basis. So all of that, and the fact that we have this area of baby boomers who have always worked and accumulated and had residual income and had some money to spend, those people want to continue doing that. And I'm a baby boomer, and we mightn't have had much money when we were younger, but as we got a bit older, we probably changed that around for ourselves, and we certainly want to maintain a nice lifestyle. And to do that, for most of us, we need to be looking at, well, what else can we do? But it's not enough to do something else for most of us. We want to earn the money, but we want to, make a difference. We want to give back as well. So we're certainly, for a lot of us, we're certainly in that position. And I hear that very often from older entrepreneurs and people that are entrepreneurial, meaning that they're really creative and they're wanting to do things. And it may be a hobby business, it may be a full-blown business of some type. And I'm all for that, and I'm encouraging that, because I look at life and think, well, what the hell else are you going to do? What, sit around and twiddle your thumbs? I know for me, I'd soon run out of enthusiasm about, pardon me, just having a glass of wine and lunch and, mulling around and, just seeing the time, go by. I like things to be, more meaningful for me insofar as I like the idea of having a passion and a purpose in life, because I think that's motivating, and it's a reason to get out of bed, and it's a reason to get up. And I think as we get older, we get to a point where we go, well, what's my reason for existing? What's my reason to get up and get going? And there's people who say, oh, well, what about your family, and what about your grandchildren, and what about, la, 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 la. But, as we get older, a lot of that falls into a different perspective. We look at things a little differently, and we need more than that to motivate us. So having a passion and a purpose is very, very important. So on the one hand, you've got the aging population and the people who are still fit and want to get out and do things and want to participate in things, want to go on holidays, want to travel, are experiential in certain areas and wanting those things. And on the other hand, you've got to have the businesses and the people and the companies and the organisations that provide and supply that. So on one hand, like now, you've got the people who want the things. On the other hand, you've got to have the supply for it. So the silver economy is not only about those that are looking to do things and wanting, to get out there and travel and do all that sort of stuff. It's also about those people who are interested in providing for those people and know what it is they want and how they want to do it and what things they're looking for. And, I'm one of those people. I'm on that side of it. I'm really interested in creating a platform and having, providing the wherewithal for those people who want to either have a hobby business or they want to have earn some additional income, or they would like to fulfill a lifelong dream of something bigger and larger than having a hobby business, or perhaps just providing some smaller additional income that those people may want or still want to produce and see if they can produce for themselves a 6 and 7 figure income. I'm for those people. That's where I fit. So I have the expertise and the knowledge and the input to provide for people who want to do those things through Bold Not Old and our area of, I guess sort of like a think tank. We're going to be running some webinars and things soon to help people do that, and that'll be exciting, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to chatting and helping those people who want to do things and just don't quite have all the answers, and providing the expertise from myself and from others to assist them with that. So along the way, we'll fine-tune that and we'll help those people get what they want, so to speak. And that's what I'm about. I like to do that. So are we clear on that about the silver economy? I hope I've covered off on that and said a little bit about it, and just given a little bit of a look at what's coming down the pipeline for people and how we can help you if you're in that position and you'd like to have some help. Click on the link below and subscribe to our channel, because we'd love to have you as a subscriber. Doesn't cost you anything. You just click on the link and subscribe, and you can take a look at any of the Wednesdays with Wallis that I put out, which are really the topics that come into my mind. I mean, thing will come into my mind and I go, oh yeah, okay, I'll have a little chat about that, or I'll share that. And we'll be sharing more of those things as we go along, because I'd like to, as I said, if you're watching and you're a person who would like to do something for yourself, you'd like to create, you'd like to sort of have a hobby business, or you'd like to have something to do, you'd like to earn some additional dollars, you'd like to earn some additional, maybe you might like to earn a lot of additional money. Well, I'm here to help you do that. And I think not only do I have all of the knowledge and all the experience that I have in business, but I certainly have a lot of really fabulous, successful business people around me who can step in and answer other questions for you as well. And we'll be doing that along the way. That's it for me today. I hope that you might go off and Google the silver economy, take a look at the sorts of things that are happening, take a look at entrepreneurs who are older, and there's lots of good information around what people are doing as they age, and wonderful, wonderful stories. And as I said recently in something else that I wrote, I think it was on the website, Bold Not Old, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You don't have to have achieved all those things that you wanted to achieve by the time you're 25 or 30. And in fact, more likely than not, you won't. So now's the time. It's never too late, as they say, to do something, to be what you want to be, to have what you want to have, to do what you want to do. And I'm here to encourage you to do that. And I hope that I do encourage you. And thank you for being on board. Thank you for listening to Wednesdays with Wallis. And we'll see you again soon, like next Wednesday on Wednesdays with Wallis. Who knows what I'll be talking about, but it'll be something in relation to doing something for yourself and those sorts of things that might be available. Maybe we'll talk about that next week, about what's available out there for you if you'd like to do something and you're just not sure what to do. Until next week, bye for now, take care and stay well.